foremost right there with it. Is that where you want to be? Is there anything else you'd like to see from the passing game, or are you pretty happy with the balance you guys have struck so far?
Yeah, it was kind of like, last year, we were a little bit more passing, and that's kind of how it played out as it went on. But I think we're very explosive in the pass game, and again, tribute to the way their backs are running, the way we're blocking right now, because when you can run, that you can really control the game. I think we've done that so far, but like you're saying, as the game goes on and the season goes on, we get into these games and we're going to have to throw at a high level, so that's going to be part of this. But certainly, any offense would tell you they want great balance.
Second row right, Tony?
Ryan, when Jeff Anthony brings in this defense, we didn't really know exactly what it looks like. Now he's out there trotting 3 starting corners. And it seems to be that third starting corner is kind of very important in allowing this to happen. So how would you rate, or how would you describe Sean Wade's value in this defense?
I don't know how I could really, put any kind of commentary on how valuable it is, but that's big. You see a lot of guys in college football try to get the ball to the slot receiver, whether it's RPOs or throws or whatever it is, that's the guy they target. The guys on the outside, they're a little bit longer throws, and so in college, that guy gets targeted a lot. So you have to be talented. You have to be able to play the run. You have to be tough. You have to blitz like you did. You have to be able to play coverage. You have to play man-to-man on a deep ball. You have to be able to do all those things to be really good at that position. Otherwise, you have to keep moving different body types in there based on what you're seeing. What Sean gives us is great versatility because he's kind of has all those skills.
And then not just covering those slot guys, but the way he was blowing up those screens.
Unbelievable. On that one screen that he made a play on, we were kind of outnumbered. It was a heck of a design by them. But we talk about how toughness and effort can overcome scheme. And there's 2 guys there that are blocking him. He kind of splits them and slows the screen runner down just enough. And then B.B. Landers gives great effort on that play. Tuff Borland gives great effort on that play. And that's about the pursuit that Greg Madison talks about. And Sean kind of stops him just enough to stop his feet. And then here comes the pursuit and make the play. And that was a big play in the game.
Right next door, Steve?
Yeah, Coach. I want to ask about the Dobbins long touchdown. On the replay, it appears Hausman seals off one side, and the 3 interior linemen all hit their blocks and everything. He has to make one guy miss, and he's off to the races. Just in general, the execution of that play seemed like it was as good as it could be against a quality defense, a very good front seven. And in general, just the play of the offensive line to date, just your thoughts on how this has clicked together for them.
Yeah, it was a 3rd and 2. We put formation into the boundary, and I thought our guys did a really good job of getting to the second level. Josh Myers did a really good job getting up on Bocce there. We get good movement on the front side. And if you watch it on film, that as Justin disconnects, that safety took maybe a step or 2 steps because he thought maybe Justin had the ball. And I think that was enough to get him squared out the front side. The other guy who made a big block on that was KJ. KJ Hill on the walkout, he got on his inside number and that sprung it. But it was well done by everybody. To hit a big play like that, all 11 have to do great. If 10 guys or 9 guys do their job, it goes for 10 or 12. But everybody has to do their job for a big play like that, and they did.
And just offensive line, just your thought. It was a group that had never played together. You insert Jackson with the absolute last minute, wasn't here in the spring, and it seems like that group has played pretty well today.
I would say Jonah is as close to a man in pro as I've been around in a long time. He's a great young man who really has immersed himself in this program. The guys really have taken to him, and he's got a great way about him. And like you said, for a guy to come into that room with a lot of pride and a lot of history, and it's not easy. We got a strong culture in that room, and for a 5th-year senior to come into that room, get embraced, and then do it the way he's doing, that says a lot about who he is. But then it also says a lot about the culture of that offensive line room right now, which is, I think, one of the best cultures we have on the whole staff, and that's a tribute to what Stud has done with that room. I think it's tremendous right now. They're playing with great passion. They're solving the problems. They're playing with great energy. So all positive there. But again, the challenge is, can we keep it up now? Because if we, come out and don't do that, don't finish, and don't play with that edge, then obviously we're setting ourselves up for failure.
And final 2 questioners. 4th row left, Andy.
Yeah, Coach. Don't want to ask any more about NFL rumors, but you said you said a couple times that you plan on being at Ohio State the next 5, 10, 20 years. you've had jobs, you know, both at the college and NFL level. When was it you decided that the more permanent career path was to be the head coach in a major college program at Ohio State as opposed to the NFL?
When we had to move our family 3 times in 3 years, but that was not good. And you know, that's the thing that I don't know people realize is when you have to move your family. You have a young family, and you're moving them all over the place. It is the worst thing to go home to your family and tell them we got to move again. They got to be the new kid again, and your wife has to figure out a new set of friends again. It's just not good. And certainly, Nina and I didn't grow up that way. You know, we grew up in the same house for our whole lives, and all of our family's still back in the same hometown. So that was hard times for us. And then I said, you know, never again. I don't want to do it anymore. And she said the same thing. And that was the decision that we made.
And final questions, fourth row middle, Joe.
You guys blocked a few kicks early in the season. Drew Chrisman's been a model of consistency punting. How would you evaluate each of the special teams units through 6 games?
I think we've been solid. We missed 2 blocked field goals by, I mean, as close as you could possibly miss a blocked field goal. The second one, I mean, Chase is right there, and I don't know how it maybe just slid by his fingers and he missed it. I think if he kicks it down the middle, we're probably blocking it. I think that we've done a good job with the punt blocking, field goal blocking. Our return game has just been okay. I think our punt game has been solid. You know, I think Drew's doing a good job. I thought we did a good job the other night of covering. I think they had 0 return yards. So overall, it's been solid. I still think our return game can be better, but overall, special teams has been solid.
Great.
Hey, Ron, real quick, did you get to watch the game last night at all? Did you get to watch any of that game? Did you see Nick?
I did. I watched the first half. Yeah.
What'd you think about the way Nick Bosa played in that game?
I was proud of the way he played. Yeah, it was great to see him healthy and running around making plays, and he was a terror out there. Yeah.
And the flag plant?
Flag.